Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Isle. There's not too much happening in game right now. I jumped on a developer level just to see what everyone's been up to. They're chilling out, doing their own thing, but that's not the point of the video. I have some stuff I want to show you from numerous developers, from in-game footage to, well, a whole host of different things. Ow, you dick! You freaking dick! You come here! Wow, how dare you? I'm an Oviraptor. I do like nothing. God damn it. It's not a good start to the video. Yes. And he's teabagging me. Oh my god. I took that personally. We'll come back as a spinal and mess that guy up. Anyways, I'm going to jump into a lot of different footage right now about the update and some new features coming to it with some things explained. So we'll jump over there and do that. And hopefully that satisfies your curiosity for now. And I'm going to jump right into this with some clips from Dondi and some stuff that I missed in my last video. This one's starting with the negative effects of sickness and overeating.
Overeaten, so to speak, you vomit. And when you vomit, you lose a certain percentage of your hunger and your thirst that are locked off for a temporary amount of time. And you also lose a certain percentage of your stamina that will also be locked off for a temporary amount of time. Being sick is bad. That also means because there will be rotten foods that certain dinosaurs can't eat, poisonous plants dinosaurs can't eat, and certain effects of venom that we thought would be cool to make dinosaurs sick if you manage to pull it off properly. So
that's pretty self-explanatory, all of that, just talking about sickness and overeating and stuff. Now, there are ways to combat sickness and having these terrible things happen to you, and they're through mineral rocks or something, which we're going to touch base on now.
You saw with the Tenontosaurus animation, but not with the raptor, this is a mineral rock. A mineral rock actually is basically like a giant salt lick. So you go over to it and it helps with digestive problems if you get sick. If animals overeat, which you'll obviously know in the bottom right hand corner that you're full, if you continue to overeat, you have a nice gap. A nice gap, so it's not like, you took a bite over your maximum food pool, now you're gonna vomit. You have a good strong...
So he didn't really explain in that clip exactly what a mineral rock will do or how it combats or what even it would combat, basically. But what I understand is it just helps with the digestion of food. Maybe you will digest food a little faster. It depends on what the negative effects of overeating are going to be. And if you are a glutton, I would imagine you'd get some kind of debuff like gluttony, and you know, maybe it'll make you lazy, it might make you slower. You might actually get sick. You more than likely, if you overeat, you would probably throw up, kind of like a dog. I would just relate this to animals in the real world. What happens when they overeat? What happens when me or you overeat? You know, what would happen if you overate, for instance? You would probably get sick. There's not too much happening in this clip, but you do get a decent look at the Tenonto. Now, it does breathe fire, and I explained that in my last video, and it's to do with the dragon stuff that they wanted to do, and teasers and stuff like that. But you get a better look at everything that's going on. So I need to clarify something with you guys real quick, and it has to do with this kind of stuff right here, technically leaky stuff. I have clips from other developers, and things have been leaked that weren't supposed to be leaked, and I will not be covering those, and I will not be showing you select things that are quote-unquote leaks or possibly not intended to be shown to the public. I've done similar things in the past, but I don't think I want to move forward doing that same type of behavior. While it happens and it's public knowledge, I don't feel right doing that. Anyways, now we move on to Brian and his work with the Oviraptor. The Oviraptor is very early in development, and well, obviously it looks very bare bones right now, the movements and stuff like that. It appears, at least it is very early in development. I do know that they're doing something with feathers, but I don't know exactly what it is that they're doing. I just know from a long time ago they had said they had something exciting planned for a feather system, and I'm hoping that that's still on the table. I've been waiting for a long time, a very long time. Now, this clip was titled Feathers, Physic Feathers, but I still don't know. I've already watched this and I didn't see too much going on. I just know that the little dangly thing right here moves around. The feathers are a little bit loose and they move around too. But So this is where it gets dangerous, guys, because these feathers right here, how they dangle, like if you're running in an awkward position, I really don't want these feathers to just like fade into the body. Does that make sense? They clip into the body and it just looks really bad. I really hope there's no instance of that. But with that said, I know the talent of the person that's working on this right now, and I highly doubt that's going to be a problem. I highly doubt there's going to be any issues with the feather stuff from what we've seen before. It does look really good though. So far, the model looks cool. I like that I just noticed these arm feathers are jiggling around a little bit too, and they're doing their thing. Obviously, still a work in progress. They need to work on it more. It's not set in stone. Anything is subject to change right now. But as it stands, I'm not really worried about having any pieces clip in through, I don't know, movement or wind or anything like that with the feathers, but it would definitely be on a top priority of my concern list for the aesthetics of the game. This is a closer look at the neck feathers, whatever you want to call this, just dangling around. You see some of the developer stuff that they actually have here that dictate what happens with it as well. I really want to see this thing with its skin and like its colors and the eye. It's going to look really good. I have a feeling it's going to look really... I'm not big on the Oviraptor or anything like that, but I think it's going to look really good. I don't think there's much more happening here. This is a closer look at the Oviraptor and its current state in the dev kit. You can see the feathers. You see a lot of feathers. You see a lot of dangling stuff. The model itself. Open mouth. Ooh, that's a big tail. That's a big tail. That's going to look really good if they get that working correctly while running. And I really hope as well, the feathers, I want them to ruffle in the wind. I want the wind to actually affect these as well. Like the grass on the ground. I think right now it blows and stuff, even in the current build of the game, I think, or when we walk through it does at least. I want that kind of effect on these tail feathers, and I want that kind of effect, well, on everything. I think it would be great, even if the wind blew really hard and the feathers parted, if that makes sense, and you can see the flesh, if that does that make sense? All right, now we move into Felipe and his work as a programmer, I believe, on the Isle and this new update. This is baby grabbing that we're going to be looking at first. Now, I do want to make some notes here. There are select clips, again, I will not be showing you. So that's the baby. And he just drops it down, and it's obviously dead there. I think I understand the issue that they're having too, because he has the baby in its mouth, right? And he drops it, but when he drops it, the capsule, the location of where the body is supposed to be, stays floating in the sky. You can see right here, there's his mouth. He drops it, and the capsule stays exactly where the body's basically trying to go back up to where the capsule is, but it has no mechanic really to go up there. So they need that capsule that is there to fall down with the model of the creature. And I think that was a big issue with what they had in the current version of the game, where that just wasn't possible. Why it wasn't possible, I don't know. But I kind of understand it, seeing this and seeing how it's trying to get back up to that capsule. This is dinosaur recoil. All right, so it's recoiling when it's getting hit. I see some blood splatter and stuff like that too. Still attacking it. And it's taken a while. So here's the interesting thing that I'm noticing right now. I'm seeing the stamina drain as he attacks. Right here, full stamina. And then each time he attacks, his stamina goes down a little bit. It seems like sometimes it doesn't drop, other times it does, but attacking will cost stamina, which is confirmed now. As far as this goes, I think it's taking way too many hits to kill the Oviraptor, personally. I don't know, but it's all in development too, and then it dies, obviously, after almost using your entire stamina bar. I don't think that's representative of the update, simply because it's just so unrealistic to expect a player to be able to run after another player and use that much stamina while sprinting and burning through stamina and be able to kill someone or catch them. It would be an impossible game of cat or mouse, because cat and mouse, because you don't have the stamina. I don't think you'd have the stamina to kill someone. Like, look at that. Your stam's almost completely depleted. You would go through that little bit of stamina alone. You'd have to hit every single hit.
A little bit stressed, yeah. Some bugs are just annoying because there is no real reason. They just happen.
He's dragging the body away.
Poor drag.
This is titled New Oxygen UI and Gradual Drowning Damage. Oh yeah, I could see it. There's bubbles there now. You can see it looks way better than the work in progress crap that we had with the blue bar that came up and whatever they were trying to do with that. So it looks like the bar just fades in color. Stamina is out, so then that means, well, he's going to start drowning. And you can see the gradual drowning right here coming up. It's not in increments of severity. It's, well, and he's not even making hurt sounds, which is good as well. I feel like there should be some kind of sound for the dinosaur drowning and like, oh, you know, I'm gargling and all that stuff. But I kind of like how it fades in and he gradually starts to, you know, indicate that, hey, I'm losing health. What the hell? That's the mineral rock. I don't think the raptor likes it. Oh my god. Holy shit. He does not like that. That's interesting to say the least. That's he runs right up to it and he's like, "Oh, we'll get it." And no. Oh god. It's funny. I like that. This one is just labeled dot. I think it's just the body dragging. Obviously still needs a lot of work. Definitely needs a lot of work. Oh my god. Did you see him whipping around in the next stretch? Look at that. Look at that. That needs so much work. Oh man. Here is the Tenanto baby being held by the Utahraptor. That's pretty cool. And that actually goes hand in hand with raptors being able to run through herds of herbivores and, well, snatch up their babies, instantly kill them in the mouth, and run off with their meal. This is titled A Good Look at Bloody Face and Drinking Water to Wash It Off. So obviously he's eating a baby right now, and his face is full of blood. You can see he also needs water down right here. He's going to turn around and go for this. Is it going to really show, though, cleaning the face off? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. And he's completely clean again. Nice. This is the Pounce mechanic, but it's used to its entire effect to kill another creature. And that's dead. Okay. That thing just flopped. Hardcore. But I don't think it's going to kill that fast. I don't know why he's taking damage either. I don't get that. Why that started happening. Unless he's getting scratched by the Utahraptor that's attacking him back. Maybe? Is that it? I don't know what this is. This is, Oh, okay. All right. He's doing something. Doing a lot of calls. Spam calling. Don't know how to feel. Okay. All right. That was weird. Here is the Utahraptor eating. Obviously, we just saw that, but now we get to see it in greater detail. You see it ripping off pieces of flesh. Oh, yeah. And you can see exactly the moment when the face gets bloody from the meat that it rips off. Doesn't look like the meat spin. Oh, no, it still has the spinning bug. It still has the freaking helicopter thing. It looks so dumb. Oh, they got to fix that. All right. And then this is killing the Utah, I think. Yeah, this is killing the Utah, showing the stam drain. And then I think he grabs it. And it teleports into his mouth right there. They need to have, like, locational points for them to grab on, obviously. Like, he should have grabbed onto the tail and started dragging through there. The body shouldn't have teleported over to his mouth. But that's that. Wait, what's going to happen if he goes into water? Okay, he slowed down. Oh. Okay. He's moving faster by swimming in the water with the Utahraptor in his mouth. Definitely up. Oh.
What the hell?
What just happened? Okay. That's development for you. These are some final things for you to check out. One is Ate Too Much from a developer. So there's a flower right there. He used scent. Now he's eating it. He's trying to. There you go. He's eating the flower, and he's in an in-game world too. I assume this is on the test branch of the update as well, and not the dev kit. It doesn't sound like it because it has all the stuff going on. Oh, he ate too much and he threw up. Oh. That's nasty. It's too bad we can't see the effects, though, of throwing up. This is an animation for the Magy, and it just doing its own thing. just running through the wherever it would run through. Still kind of disappointed how small this creature is, but it's not disappointment on the Isle developers side. It's disappointment on the factual, realistic, like, it's a small ass creature. You'd think it'd be bigger than what it is, but it's not. Either way, it looks great. I think it looks great. I like the whole throat dangly thing right here and how it vibrates a little bit. They didn't go to hell with that and make it like sway around like it's a swing. So I like that. I can appreciate that. This is run B, and then this is run A right here. And well, it's kind of just doing it. What the hell's happening in the background over there? What is that? That's weird. I don't really see too much difference. I don't see much of a difference. I'd have to examine them both closer. Maybe you see a difference. I don't know. If you do, let me know down below in the comments section. But the last thing I have to show you is this right here, the Deinosuchus in water. And it was just a little teaser that they had done over on Discord. Like, yo, check it out. Isn't that cool? And yeah, it's pretty damn cool. Personally, I think it's pretty damn cool. They had another one right here too. You guys might have already seen these from other content creators. But they had this one with the Deinosuchus. Just, you could see it on the crest of the water right there, and its body was hanging down below the waves. A couple more things to show you, and then we are done. We have the lily pads that was teased a while ago. I'm sure almost all of you have seen this by now. This was teased. Yeah, I'm behind on the times apparently, okay? Don't judge me for it, but that's basically that. But apparently these are going to be things you can stand on. This is the full res of a map that was in development, and I actually think I might have shown you that. We're going to go on from that. We have the Oviraptor, some concepts of this creature. The Isle logo is right in the background. Whenever I get these, I like to really examine them closely for background stuff, because you never know if they're going to try and hide something anywhere at all. Tapwing could be pretty sneaky when it comes to that stuff, and you don't know if there's going to be something hidden away in the background. We've seen it in Subnautica Below Zero too, where they've hidden literally the architects in the background of pictures, and nobody noticed. You can see right here, going to the ground, going to the eggs, doing its strut, all that stuff. Everything looks pretty good with this thing. I like it. Maybe you like it. Slapping a Utahraptor with its foot. I like it a lot. Here is a video of the swamp foliage and the lily pads. Now, one thing I don't agree with is the fact that we can walk on these. And I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy or anything like that. It just kills the whole realism thing, because realistically we should fall through it. You can't do this in real life, so why can we do it in the game? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, okay? It doesn't have to be super realistic. But I do like the attention of detail, because a lot of game devs will just make it so when you jump on these things, you just fall through them, and it's like a texture that you just fall through, and it looks terrible and bad. But at least guys, like, I know these guys for a fact, if it was going to be decided that you couldn't walk on these, they would make it so if you jumped on one, it ripped apart, and like you saw some realistic, like, you know, they don't skimp out this. Spare no expense is the only way I can put it for you guys. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the whole jumping on lily pads. I think you would call these lily pads. I'm pretty sure you would. Okay. All right. Let me know your thoughts on it. And we're going to move into our final section. And that is, we got Paradigm messing around in the dev branch. And this was a while ago as well. And it's just a Utahraptor that for some reason is hovering through the air and completely broken. Again, there's a lot of bugs that are being repaired and a lot of issues with the update. And this is why we don't have the update yet, because we've been doing things like this, and they update the game frequently as well. There'd just be too many updates for people to consistently keep on downloading every single time they want to play the Isle. And like during gameplay, they'd have to log out so they could update their game, and well, it'd just be a pain in the ass, okay? But that's everything I have for you on the recode. I think, and all of this stuff. Did I call it the recode? Sorry, Paradigm. Anyways, friends, that is it for now on everything to do with the Isle and the updates coming to the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section, as always. And, well, that's it, I guess. Until I see you whenever. Okay, see you guys.